Hello guys, thank you so much for coming again for the third session. So we have met for the past two sessions and it was a very good session I believe. And before we start, let me just briefly explain the session for today. This is a group session. As you guys know, I've explained this earlier in the first session as well. So our session might be like 40 minutes to an hour, and we will be discussing on the topic last time I've planned for you guys, right? So today we will be going much deeper on on what we have talked last time. So before that, okay, on a good note, how was your sessions like for the past two sessions? After that,
It was,
who want to start first? Okay,
I
John.
can, it was helpful. I tried out the methods that Sir gave,
Okay.
but after that, it was, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I guess it take times to go through, because after that, I felt overwhelmed my feelings again,
Mm-hmm.
by overthinking and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I see. So, how would you rate your days after the sessions? Was it helpful? Was it kind of relaxing for
Okay,
you?
so if I would rate it on a scale to 1 to 10,
Okay, 1 to 10. Yes,
10,
obviously.
before the sessions, it was like ultimate zero, negative.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But I guess after the sessions, it went up to like 5 or 6.
Oh, that's actually quite good. That's actually a very high up marks after two sessions. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Nice. That's nice. In what way did it help you, John?
In overcoming my future thoughts,
Mm-hmm.
as in
Mm-hmm.
thinking I can be successful in this career
Mm-hmm.
or that career, or thinking about my further studies after SPM, thinking
Mm.
about my SPM result itself.
Okay.
That helped me through a lot in those things.
I see. That's actually I'm thankful that I could help you a little bit on that. All right. Thank you very much, John. And but at the same time, after you practice those kind of uh, methods that or things that I've taught you guys, breathing techniques, right? Especially, did you still have those kind of overthinking or
Um,
anxiousness?
yes, but less.
Yes, but less. Okay. How less would you say?
Um, Not that often anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So last time it was coming like every single time when I don't have anything to do, when I'm just spacing out and randomly
Mm-hmm.
overwhelmed with my future feelings. But now, using the breathing techniques and everything, it kind of soothes out my problem and comes and goes in a better way.
In a better way, but still
Yeah,
there
it's
is
still that, still
there
that.
is still there.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, thank you so much. We will go deeper on that. Okay. What about you, Namia?
Okay, so I felt better after the two counseling sessions,
I see. Okay.
but I started journaling.
Uh huh.
So I started to put out my feelings and everything
Mm-hmm.
into that book. But whenever I look back that book, I feel like very overwhelmed. I'll be like, okay, so my life is going down, and what am I gonna do? So I had a lot of mixed emotions.
Mm-hmm.
But journaling actually helped me, like how Sir said in the two sessions before. It did help, but when I look back on what I wrote, I felt very scared,
I see.
anxious.
So
Yeah.
so you're telling me that when you visually look on how extreme your thoughts are,
Yeah.
how kind of messed up your thoughts are, you kind of feel somewhat anxious.
Yes.
But did it help you in a way?
Yeah, it did. Whenever I feel sad, I don't really stress out a lot. I just start journaling, and then it calms me down a bit. So I think somewhere around 5 to 6 out of 10, I'm okay.
I see. Okay, that's actually quite good also. So, what's the one takeaway that you wanted to share with us? Even John can learn about that maybe. What's the one takeaway that you can share with us after doing journaling?
I think journaling can help you to balance out your emotions.
Okay, okay.
You can be more, you can actually visual what is your problem actually.
I see.
Yeah.
So, yeah. John, you might want to maybe try that also later on. And what's one takeaway that you can share? You did those breathing exercise.
I think as well as journaling, breathing exercises works almost like it, because while breathing you take a time and think not about the future, but you think about the present,
Exactly.
and you think about what you're going to do at least now. In a few more minutes you're going to think, okay, I'm going to eat this. Okay, nice. I'm not going to think about what am I supposed to do in the future. I can take some time for myself
I
instead.
see. Actually, thank you so much for sharing. So you told that to just to recap back, you just told that you feel you kind of think that you have time when you breathe, right? So that's actually a very good strong point that you have the sense of realization that you feel you have time, you have ample of time. You can breathe, you can chill down, right? I see. But what about you, Damien? You think that you can visualize everything,
Yeah.
but at the same time, after you visualize, you kind of think that it's
my
oh my god, it's very heavy.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, that's normal. That's normal.
Yeah.
That's actually quite normal because we tend to get shocked.
Mm-hmm.
We tend to get like, oh, what's so many things
Yeah.
on my head? Like that. Those are very quite heavy thoughts, right? Okay, thank you so much. So John and Namia, let's just recap on what we did last session. Yeah. So last session, you guys told me that you just finished your SPM and you're waiting for your result. If I'm right,
Yeah.
and you're kind of waiting for to go to your universities and your higher studies, and but at that phase you are kind of very stressed, anxious, overthinking. Those are the terms that you guys used. Am I right?
Yeah.
In the previous session, and you even said that you tend to compare yourself a lot, right? And you feel that you guys kind of fail your SPM or not get good results. So is that prolonging some more until now? And one more question: How long? How long is that to get your result? I think less than few weeks.
Yeah. Few
Yeah,
weeks.
it's a few weeks.
I think it's almost 3 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So is that prolonging until now?
I think when the time comes, it's just like increasing because like you don't know what you get. You're like, oh my god, what am I gonna get? There's only 3 weeks for the result.
Okay.
So kind of nervous, but I think yeah, scary.
So you kind of feel
Yeah.
way scary.
Yeah.
So what about you, John?
I think the anxiousness are still there, but it's way lower now, because I think that whatever result I get, I can find a way. Do not need to stress so much. But yes, I am nervous because it's like what, 3 more weeks or more.
Yeah.
I am nervous, but at the same time, it's not as much as before the session started. I feel like it was quite helpful.
So you guys have actually gained.
Yes.
True.
Yep. Okay, I'm very happy. So let's get into much deeper because like when you guys say that you are overthinking, you are kind of anxious on thinking. I didn't identify the main cause root or the trigger points in the last session. So what about we kind of uh, identify the main cause, the root of the issue, and we kind of tackle it from there. So that's how it actually works when you guys are overthinking. We kind of choose the main issue or the main root cause, and then we tackle from there. So it's way easier, right? Rather than just talking about the problems, and dealing with the problems, but we are not finding the root cause of the issue, right? For each issue or for each things, there is root cause. Am I right? So same goes to you guys, both of you. There is actually a root cause that is kind of triggering you guys. There must be stresses. There must be something that is triggering you. So I've actually prepared for you guys worksheet. There's like 2 worksheets for you guys. So I want you guys to overthink. Overthink. I'm sorry. I want you guys to think what is overthinking. What is the root cause of overthinking? And let's. I'm gonna give you guys time. So let me just briefly explain on what is this going on. So this is an overthinking awareness worksheet. So what I did is that I want you guys to identify what is the situation is like for you guys to when you guys are overthinking, or your trigger point, right? Your basic, your main trigger point. Okay, for example, if you are looking at your friends and you're thinking that, oh, or you're looking at your seniors, or you're looking at your seniors and, oh, they went to they went overseas, they went to Oxford, they went to UC Malaya or things like that, and you kind of that might be a possible trigger, right, John? And your automatic thought is that, what thought come into your mind? Okay, each question has an explanation, so it's very simple worksheet for you guys to do, but at the same time it's a very heavy worksheet for you guys to think about your emotion, for you guys to put down your mind and soul to identify the root cause. Okay, and the third one is emotion. How did you guys basically feel when you guys are overthinking? And the fourth one is your body reaction. How does the body reaction to the overthinking? Because every thought, every automatic thought that we have, there's a reaction on our body. For example, you guys sweat a lot, you guys kind of have heart palpitation or nervousness, you guys kind of go stomach ache and stuff like that. And your behavior, how do you guys behave, what do you do after that, what do you do during the overthinking kind of phase? Okay, let's do this first, and I have another worksheet for you guys, but we will do that after that. Okay, you guys have pens? Oh, okay, let me give you a pen. Okay, then if there's any questions, you guys can just ask me. Feel free to just ask and we can discuss. Okay.
Okay.
What is it, Amir? You want any help?
No.
Okay. Make sure put yourself in the phase where you guys are overthinking. For example, think now as you guys are literally overthinking. I know you guys are calm now, but think that you are in the phase or in the episodes of being anxious, getting overthinking a lot, and things like that. You done? Okay, good. I'll pay for now. Yeah. Okay, you guys are done. Okay. You guys want to share with me? Who want to start first?
Okay, I think I can start.
Okay.
The trigger point of my overthinking would be looking at my parents, or in specific my mom working hard.
Okay,
The
that is your
trigger point.
wait, anything. That is your
Trigger point.
That is your trigger point. Okay. Okay. That your
My automatic thought, what thought come into my mind is thoughts of my future, whether I can support my family or not.
I see. Okay. A very responsible one at this young age.
Emotions, anxious and overwhelmed.
Anxious and overwhelming. Okay. And then?
Body reaction would be sweating a lot and body twitching and aching.
Okay.
And my behavior would be rage quitting or isolate myself in a room.
I see. Okay, can I get the worksheet, please? Okay, let's go through this. Namia, we go through with John first, and we might discuss together.
Alright.
And okay, okay, never mind, it's okay. We go with Namia first.
Okay, so the trigger point is especially looking at my dad's face, because I always spend a lot of time with my mom, but I rarely meet my dad because he's always at work. So looking at him working so hard is my trigger point. And what thought came into my mind is my dad is working so hard, and I was so worried that how am I going to make him proud, satisfy his wishes, how am I going to be a good daughter, and I'm the first daughter, how am I going to bring up my sister.
Okay.
So yeah, and I obviously felt very, very worried and stressed, confused at the same time. What am I going to do? So what I felt physically is I had a very bad headache, because I was kept on thinking I couldn't sleep. So I had this very bad headache, and definitely I was being alone all the time. I don't talk normally with my parents or my friends. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, that's a deep one also. Can I get? Okay, let's look at your. I want you guys to just exchange and read. Okay, just go through and read what is your friend's trigger point and issue. Is there anything that you want to share about that, Namia?
I think it's pretty similar.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I think we have the same trigger point, looking at our parents'
Okay.
face.
Okay. What about you, John?
I think mostly the same. Our behavior and the situation connected.
Okay. So in that sense, do you guys feel that you guys are not alone, and
Yes.
you feel that
I have someone that
feeling
has the same feeling. I'm not alone.
you're not
I'm
alone.
not weird.
So in that way, do you guys feel that it kind of reduce your stress?
Yes,
a bit?
very much.
Yes.
And you feel like, oh, okay, I'm not alone at least.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
You feel kind of
Yes.
less burden a bit.
True.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
That's the main thing that I want you guys to realize, because after you guys reading those, exchange worksheets. Okay, can I get the worksheet? Let's go through with who wanna go through first? Okay, let's go with Namia first. Okay. Namia, you told, I think it's literally the similar, so we can go through it together with John and Namia together, right? You told that both of you guys are looking at your parents and feeling that anxiousness, overthinkingness after coming back. I mean, looking at your parents back from work and things like that, right? And your automatic thought at that time for you and Namia John is that about your future. Dad is working so hard, and how am I gonna make him proud, satisfy his wishes? And same goes to John about whether I can support this family as a son, right? If you guys notice, there is actually a very positive thought. Did you guys notice that?
Yeah.
No, not really until now.
Yeah, right. That's actually a very positive one. You guys have a very high sense of responsibility. John, right? You have a very high sense of responsibility, and you also have a very sense of responsibility that you need to make your dad proud. But at the same time, when those kind of high responsibility kind of thoughts go over the limit, it kind of changes into a negative stresses. True? So you need to make it into a positive one. So how do you feel your emotions, your worry and stress? Why are you worried and stressed?
Because I tend to overthink. Okay, if I don't get a good job, whatever, I can't support my family where my sister's still studying and I can't support her, and yeah, that's why I feel worried.
Right. About you, John, why do you feel anxious and overwhelmed?
Thinking whether I can support my own family and support my future family, thinking what will happen in the future, whether I can support my siblings or not.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Both of you guys are on the same boat, right?
Yes.
You guys sense that. Yeah. And then for your body reaction, you feel you kind of feel headache, and what John, you feel you sweat a lot, your body
Yes.
twitches. And those are actually psychosomatic symptoms where when there's a mental reaction towards your body reacts in that way. Your usually is your hand trembles, your body trembles, and you're gonna get you're gonna get sweaty a lot, headache, body fatigue, dizziness. Those are kind of psychosomatic symptoms of mental state. Okay, and your behavior, John. No, this is Namia's one, right?
Yeah.
You be alone,
Yes.
and John, you lock myself, and you isolate yourself, right?
Yes.
So what do you guys actually do when you guys be alone?
Let out my feelings, or like cry, think, have really deep thoughts.
Okay.
Because at that point we don't have the mood to talk to anyone, so I
Yes.
think being alone is the only thing that comfort
I see.
our feelings.
I see. But is that healthy for you?
No, it's
No,
not.
definitely not.
Okay, I'm very happy that at this age you guys
High bikes.
realize, and thank you so much for coming here. So you can you can let out whatever you guys have felt. So to just basically analyze the whole thing, I have one question: is this fact or is this fear?
Fear.
Yeah.
Right? It is not something that is actually happening. This is not something factual. It's an irrational fear that has been you guys have been putting inside your brain for for so many years, for so many days now after your result, after your SPM, right? So you guys realize that it's actually not factual stuff, and it's actually just irrational fear, which you guys have the capacity to overcome, right? So let's look at what kind of another possible positive thought that we can generate from this trigger points. So for that, I've actually have another worksheet. Okay, this is basically automatic negative thoughts worksheet. So we have identified your psychosomatic symptoms, your trigger points, uh, your behavior, your emotion, and how do you react, right?
Yes.
So what we want to do now is that how do we overcome this, and how do we make our brain to think that is something that is not okay to overthink, and it's okay to be sad, and we can make it into a positive one.
Yes.
Okay. So what you guys, there's 3 columns here: the the trigger, the ANT, and the adaptive thought. Okay, the ANT is the negative thought, so we need to get rid of it. Okay, John. So the trigger point you guys wrote here is that. What was the trigger point?
Parents working
parents.
hard.
Parents working hard. Right.
Yes.
So you might want to write that, or you might want to identify another trigger point. So the first one here in the first column. Wait, I think column not that. Okay. And the first column is for the first trigger point that you guys have identified, and the second one I want you guys to identify another trigger point. Okay, Ken? Okay. You need any help?
No.
Okay.
Do we have to do the next column?
Yep. Okay. You're done, Namya. Okay. Let's wait for John. You don't have to rush, John. Just take your time and relax and don't have to force yourself. You're done. Okay, good. So since Namya finished first, let's go through with Namya's worksheet. Do you want to explain, Namya?
Okay, so the first trigger point is the same thing,
Okay.
looking at my dad's face.
Okay.
Okay, the second one is looking at my brother successful, because we feel like, okay, you're not going to be successful as my brother, and he's already helping my parents to support the family, but I'm not giving my part to support the family.
Okay. You need tissue?
No.
Oh, okay, fine. Okay.
Okay.
You're really fine, Namya?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the second column.
Okay. So the first one is I'm a hopeless daughter, and I'm gonna fail my family. Second one is I'm not gonna be like my brother to support any of my family members. And yeah. The third one is the adaptive thought. I still have the time to make my family proud.
Yes.
Just more hard work and consistency is important.
Exactly.
And second one is I have to look up on my brother instead of comparing me and him, and ask him for advices to be successful just like him and support the family.
I see. Okay, that's your first trigger point. What about second trigger point? Oh, that's your second trigger point. Okay. I'll come and recap it back to you for a while. Okay, John, what about you?
Since there's two columns, I me the first column for my parents and the second column for my siblings.
Okay.
For the first column, my trigger point would be looking at my mom, especially working day and night to support the whole family. And the second trigger point is looking at my siblings studying and worrying about their own future.
I see. Okay.
And then the automatic negative thought for the first column is I'm a possible failure that won't get a good result, which leads to disappointing my parents and worrying them.
Okay.
And
Okay.
the second one is I'm a bad sibling that can't be a good example, which leads to worrying my siblings about their own exams. So my adaptive thought for the first column is whatever I'm thinking now is not factual, because each result may or can lead to different opportunities.
Exactly.
And the second one is if I don't get a good result, it doesn't matter, because it doesn't mean I'm useless. It can be a turning point for my siblings to study better, and also a turning point for, in a positive way.
Exactly. I'm very happy. Just a little pat to yourself. A little pat. Yep. Thank you so much. You know, it's actually a quite heavy worksheet, right? That you guys have to put your
Yes, it is.
right. You need to like
Yes.
think on how do you need to think a lot on how to
Yes, it's true.
right. So can I have your worksheets? I just want to go through again and we can. Okay, so and I'm very surprised that you guys are quite similar. Like you guys have the same thoughts, and even the second one you talk about your brother and you talk about your sister, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So there's a lot of common ground between you guys. So in that way, do you guys feel that I'm not alone and I can?
Yes.
Yes, very.
Yep. Okay. So for the first one, John wrote that looking at your mom and working day and night, and you feel that you won't get any good result, which leads to disappointment. And same goes to Namia also, where you feel that you're a hopeless daughter and gonna fail your family, right? And how did you adapt that thought? How did you change it? The first one you wrote, John, it's not factual. Is it factual, Namia?
No.
No.
Right. It's
Just a fear.
it's just a fear. I still have the time to make my family proud, just more hard work and consistency. That's a very good positive one. You have high sense of realization that it's not factual. So for the looking at my siblings studying, worrying about the future, looking at my brother successful, I'm a bad sibling that can't be a good example which lead to worry. Okay, I'm not gonna be like my brother to support my family. Same also. I have to look up on my brother and ask him for good advice rather than comparing with him, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is there any evidence that you guys are not good enough?
No.
Right? Is there any solid example that you guys think that you guys are not good enough as your siblings?
No.
No.
You guys are as good enough as your siblings, right?
Yes.
You guys are doing as much as you guys can. Not like comparing, oh, your brother got 10A and you guys need to get 10A. No, that's not a healthy comparison. Your healthy comparison is that your brother is studying and you guys are also studying. Right? Your siblings are doing good, your siblings are focusing on their life, and you guys are also going to focus on your life. You guys have ample of time.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
So this is not a factual evidence-based thought. So when you kind of rate from or look it from that perspective, you kind of feel that it is not an evidence-based thought, and you feel, oh, there's no clarity, there's no good um, solid evidence to support the thoughts, right? And I'm very proud, honestly, to look at your adaptive thought on how you guys kind of reframe back, right? Okay, I'm very happy, and I hope does this help you guys?
Very much.
Yes, very much. It makes me rethink what
Uh-huh.
I'm thinking. It makes me think, oh, I'm actually,
It's just an illusion.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
illusion of stress.
Yes, very true.
Mm-hmm. What do you feel, Nami, after doing this worksheet?
I feel I'm just, I feel very calm
Mm-hmm.
and I can look up into my future rather than just questioning myself and feeling so disappointed.
Right. John, do you feel the same, John?
Yeah, after doing this worksheet, it makes me rethink what I'm thinking. It's about the clarity.
Clarity, yes.
It's about what you think now instead of instead of thinking about the future every single time. It's about what you can do now that can change now.
Yep, exactly. So, I want you guys to rate whatever you guys have done here from 1 to 10, from the beginning of the session now, from until now. How do you guys feel after doing these two worksheets, after identifying your trigger points? So, I can actually see that your trigger points are actually your family.
Yeah.
Am I right? Not your
Yes.
friends, not
No.
social media.
No.
And which is very good at this point, at this your age, 17 years old, where you guys are not comparing yourself with any social media kind of stuff, but your trigger points are your family, right, John?
Yes.
Your siblings and yourself, which is actually very good and healthy. So to rate this activity and to rate your mental state now, how do you guys rate from the scale from 1 to 10?
I would give a solid 9.5.
Okay, that's good.
I will give a 9. The another one, I think I have to make the move.
Yes.
Exactly. Do you want to justify your score, John?
I think I said 9.5 because writing my feelings makes me rethink about what I've been thinking the most of the time, and my motive in life, I think, is changing. Instead of worrying, it's about improving daily.
True, I do agree. You know, the motive in your life is actually improving daily rather than comparing yourself every single day and to think back, oh, I've never done that, I've never done this. I'm comparing myself to your friends, your siblings, right? And I like when you said that you, rather than stop comparing with your brother, you might want to ask him advice on how to be successful as him, right?
Yeah.
That's actually a very good move. If you can't beat them,
Learn from them.
learn from them and you join them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and one more thing, let's do a mirroring activity. Okay, I want you guys to face each other. And imagine Namia as you are in front of the mirror, and John, imagine you as you are standing in front of the mirror. What advice would you give yourself? And think as that and tell it to Namia, and you Namia tell it to John. I just want you guys to share a very good positive message on how would you guys help each other.
I think you should not compare yourself to your brother, because you and your brother are total different person. You both have different perspective in life, even though you have the same motive to support your parents. That doesn't mean you have to be greater than your brother. You have to work with your brother.
That's a good one, John. Right?
Yes.
Okay, Namia, what about you?
I think you should less worry about how your mother would feel, because I feel like you're already a good son, so you should work hard and be consistent on whatever you're doing and just believe in yourself that you can do it, rather than just stressing out whatever you do.
Thank you.
Right?
Yes.
Are you done?
Yes.
Can you guys see how positive you guys shared message each other?
Oh my god,
Wow.
I'm so positive.
Right. And can you guys like do that to yourself? It's very easy for you guys to send a message to someone else, but is it that easy for you guys to tell it to your own self?
No.
It's very hard, right?
Easier.
Huh?
I think it'll be easier for us to talk to another person.
Exactly. Rather than putting those messages for yourself.
Yes.
Right. So that's what I want you guys to realize. I'm very happy that you guys realize that you should actually try to give those positive messages to yourself. Look at yourself as a friend. Look at yourself as someone who you will enjoy, adore, a best friend for you guys. Okay?
Okay.
And that's all. And I'm very happy. let's recap on what we have done today. Just summarize everything. So the first one, we actually recap on what the past previous session was, and you guys shared that you did your breathing technique and you did your journaling. I'm very happy that you guys at least tried and to do, and somehow you have feel a bit less overthinking, less anxious, but at the same time, there is some sense of overthinkingness and anxiousness going on still, right? Even after those activity, and I'm very uh, proud that you said that after you wrote down everything, you kind of have you feel more overwhelming because you kind of feel how much emotions you have. Imagine putting those emotions and not even writing it down. How heavy would it feel?
Yeah,
Yes.
so happy.
Right, exactly. So I'm very happy on that. And the next one we did the overthinking awareness worksheet, which was to identify the five things: your trigger point, your emotion, your body behavior, and your automatic thoughts, and yeah. So I'm very happy that you guys did that. And there's a lot of common ground in you guys, right? There's a lot of common grounds where you guys say that your parents are the most your triggering point, even though your parents did not force you guys, but you guys force yourself. That's actually a very good high sense responsibility person kind of behavior where you guys have a trigger point, which is a very positive one, which is a positive stressor. And the second worksheet we did was the ANT worksheet, where you guys um, uh, change your negative thoughts and adapt your thought into a positive one, right? I'm very happy, and even at this worksheet there's a lot of common ground for you guys, and do you guys feel that you're not alone? I'm happy that
Yes.
Yes.
I'm someone, and right.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm happy with that. Are you guys okay with ending the session? Is there anything else you guys want to share?
No.
No, I think I'm confident in
I'm
myself.
confident.
Okay. What about you, John?
I think after this session, I came to the realization that what I'm feeling is not weird. I'm not the only one. There are people that are probably more out there
Mm-hmm.
that are thinking the same thing.
See, like you only have one example here as Namya. You might want to go and talk to other people and share your experience, and they might relate to you, and you might support them as well. So we might support each other, right? And that's the key of living in a happy life, right? Okay. And thank you so much. I'm very happy. Let's meet on the next session. We might kind of go into deeper, or I might ask progress. I want you guys to bring back this and continue doing this for the next session. We can have this as an homework, and we will review this in the next session. I'll send you guys an empty PDF in the WhatsApp, and you guys can print it and do it. Okay.
Thank you so
Okay,
much.
Thank you
It's
so
really
much.
I hope it helps you guys a lot.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you
Thank
for
you,
coming.
sir.
Okay.